Put that envelope down and prep your panties better. If you are sending physical content, you need to hear this before you mail anything else. Creators keep asking how to make physical content more professional, more secure, and more personalized. And I'll be honest, though there is like so much information on this online, it doesn't seem like there's much out there where everything is kind of condensed into one place. So in this video, I'm going to kind of walk you through some of the tips, the tricks, and also the exact packaging setup that I and other creators use when shipping worn or physical content. We're going to try and condense it all into one. We're going to cover materials, safety, discretion, and the actual like fun stuff, like the extras to throw in the package, and how we can get the discounts we need to make this business profitable. We are going to start right at the beginning. Let's say a buyer just comes to you and just handed over some money dollars for that physical content. And then right there, a lot of creators tend to think, oh, I have the money for the wear, so now I ain't really got to do nothing other than wear the garment and ship it, and then we're good. No, honey. You get that money, you're in go mode. Sale just started. You're in go mode. We're not chilling anymore. We are not going to get to it later. It's active, and we need to act on it immediately, because with physical content, unlike digital, these items are time sensitive. They are, well, I mean, let's be real. Some of them are a real biohazard adjacent little delicacy. They don't keep. So first things first, you need to get the buyer's full name and shipping address right away. Like right away, before you even think of wearing the item. I don't care if they say they're in a rush or they'll get it to you later, or you know where I live. No, I don't. I do not care even if you manually age verified them, and so you saw their full address on their ID. Triple check that thing, y'all, okay? Because what if the address on that ID goes directly to, let's say, their wife or their partner in general? Okay, we need to be so sure that we have the correct address for shipping. So have them write it out to you in a message, and then have them double check, and then check it again for any typos or anything, because shipping to the wrong address, that's not just an oopsie. Okay, so that's putting you at risk of being called a scammer. And at the same time, now your buyer's out money. And I mean, that just doesn't look good at all, right? So the next thing that comes up is communication. So once your money changes hands, silence, it becomes a problem at that point. So a lot of buyers get really anxious. Some of them go straight panic mode, and even like the super chill buyers are going to appreciate updates. So from the point of that financial transaction until the item is sealed and shipped off, you're checking in at least once a day. I'm talking like a quick message like, hey, still wearing your item. We'll send my proof of wear later tonight. And that's really all it takes to keep that trust and communication line open and solid. And if they're paying for like a multi-day wear, you have to communicate every day. And I'm not saying sit there for 6 hours and provide a GFE with them, but like, hello. Otherwise they're going to assume you're kind of just getting the money and then ghosting. And hear me out. That is happening so much within this industry that people are watching for it and are very sensitive to it at this point. Do not blame them. All right, let's clear kind of something up about wear time as well. This is where I'm seeing a lot of people getting kind of called out. So if you say, this is going to be 1 day wear, that is 24 full hours. That is 1 day. 24 hours. Not a couple hours before bed, or I wore it when I ran errands and then sealed it up. That's not a day. A full day's wear is 24 hours. Your buyers will notice if you do not do it correctly. Some of them are paying really good money for things like the scent, the sweat, the musk, whatever, and they can tell the difference between an item worn for real and something you slapped on 10 minutes, sealed up, and shipped off. So honor your listed duration. Or something you can consider is offering tiered wear options so they can choose like half day, full day, extended wear, things like that. But just don't cut corners, because this is a reputation-based industry. One bad review, really, it doesn't take much. All right, proof of wear. So I know I had mentioned that earlier, and it's not something that everyone really knows about and knows is kind of expected to be included. Don't worry if you're one of those people who don't really know. I had no fucking clue what it was when I started this either. You need to be sending photos. That's ideally 1 to 2 per day. So what I do is 1 in the morning and 1 in the evening. So that's something that just clearly shows to the buyer that you're wearing the item throughout the day. These are not like spicy, custom. They don't have to be any of that. They just have to confirm that the item is on your body and in use as promised. Proof of wear also is just a really great way to build trust with your buyer throughout your wear, which can lead to a return client, which is what we're looking for. All right, let's talk about what happens once you've done the wear. You're ready to get it off. Now, you need to package and ship that item immediately. Not tomorrow, not when you have time. It's right now, right after you are done wearing it. It has to be sealed up and out that door, right? Because again, biohazard delicacies, the longer it sits, the more the scent breaks down or bacteria builds up, and that is destroying the literal value of the item. Okay, when you ship, if they ask for damp, you need to seal it while it's damp. If they ask for a dry ship, you need to make sure to air it out completely before sealing it. Ask what they prefer ahead of time. This is not a decision you should be making on your own. A lot of buyers have really specific preferences in this area because it really could affect the quality of the product. It could very well go bad, and if you don't ask and you don't package it according to their preferences in this area, that could really easily be turned around and said, it's your fault, it went bad, refund me, right? When you're packaging it, don't just shove it in a ball and throw it in. Fold it. Fold it like it matters, because it does. Treat it like it's your boutique product and show your pride in it and your work. So from there, once you have it folded, you need to vacuum seal it or double bag it in Ziplocs. Double bag if you Ziploc. Vacuum sealing is ideal. It keeps the scent in and bacteria out for longer. If you don't have one Ziploc bag, push the air out, seal it. Second Ziploc bag, push the air out, seal it. Okay? Now, here's where some people kind of get in a little bit of trouble, and that's the outer packaging and shipping labels. Your mailer, I highly, highly, highly suggest it be plain and discreet. I'm talking padded or bubble lined, just a base mailer, no branding, no penis shaped thank you sticker, no glitter. You want it to look like a boring eBay package that no one will think twice about. So a lot of our buyers really require extreme discretion. And you don't want, let's say USPS or whatever, wondering, there's penises and boobies and everything printed all over this mailer. They might then want to look at what's in that package, and we don't want them to do that. As for labels, use a printed shipping label. Do not handwrite your labels, okay? For many reasons, but just this one, as a woman here, I can say every single woman on this planet can pick out another female's handwriting from 10 miles away and will want to know in that moment, where the freakadick is this package coming from, right? And for the love of all that is holy, protect yourself. Do not use your real name and your real address on that return label. Instead, what I do is I use the buyer's name and the buyer's address, both as the shipping and the return. That way, if anything goes wrong, package goes back to them, not to me. And once they have it in their hands, they're seeing their name, not mine. No one needs to know your legal name. If your label service requires a phone number, use a burner number, like a Google Voice number. I use Burner app, and she's never done me wrong. Speaking of label services, I got a discount for you. Okay, well, I don't, but this website does. We are going to talk pirate ship. So pirateship.com is, I think it's .com, is a fantastic website. I'll link it below. It's where you can purchase and print your labels from home, just about from every shipping company. So that's whether you're shipping internationally or within your country, and it is all for discounted rates because we get them discounts. All right, let's talk about shipping confirmation. So tracking links, right? It's a big bonus to provide a tracking link, and it's a good selling point. I don't send a tracking link because tracking links expose your city and your zip code, sometimes maybe even more than that, depending on your carrier. Instead, what I do is when I'm taking it to ship it, I take a photo of the sealed package with the label visible, showing just their name, not that tracking number, going into the box. That's my proof of ship. And then when my buyer wants updates, I just tell them straight up, you reach out to me, I will give you that update. That is my guarantee to them. Then I'm very careful with how much information I'm sharing in that update. I do always try and let them know, like, oh, it's still in shipping. It looks like it should be delivered in X many days, you know? Okay, also, and this one's kind of big and juicy, don't just rely on your chat history to keep track of orders. Platforms lose messages. Buyers delete their accounts, right? Keep a separate spreadsheet or notebook or something where you log everything. I mean, include the item, buyer's preferences, address, usernames, date you wore it, when you shipped it, whatever. Have all of that. That is your backup. That is your record. That is your protection. And y'all know, if you need a tool for this, hi, I love you. I got you. The client and order tracker is, as always, available in the shop at creatorsspicytea.co/shop. Now, if your buyer is cool with it, and discretion is not this huge concern, this is where we can get a little bit spicy. This is where we can add some sparkle and flair, right? These are extras. These are just free goodies that you throw in the package to say thank you. Things like a thank you card, a printed selfie, a signed Polaroid, stickers, candy, trinket, toy, local snacks, souvenirs, you name it. If you want, something a creator suggested was to include a QR code that links to like a private video or a discount code for the next order, which, brilliant. Just make sure you're not adding things that are going to like melt or leak or trigger allergies, things like that. So for a compilation of extras ideas gathered from creators around the community, I'm going to link a resource down below on physical content packaging. So the key here is match the vibe. We are matching vibes here in 2025. Some clients want the illusion of that naughty girlfriend mailing something intimate. Others want sterile, discreet, right? Ask questions and then deliver based on answers to those questions. Okay, I'm going to leave you now with my biggest, juiciest, and probably most important tip. Have terms written out somewhere. Make absolute so certain that you have those terms and all of your buyers agree to those terms. If you have dogs or if you smoke or other things in your daily life that you cannot avoid that could cause allergies, things along those lines, those should be written in your terms so buyers know to expect that. So let's say someone's deathly allergic to cat hair. They don't buy your stuff because you have Sparkles, the big fuzzy cat, right? If you use like heavy perfume or spray perfume on your garments before you ship them, make sure that's listed. The number uno biggest, juiciest term I would say to make sure you list, the one I use, I always say, once this package is in the hands of the shipping carrier, I am no longer liable for it because I can't be. It just kind of covers my own ass. All right, let's sum this nonsense up real quick for you. As soon as they pay, get the address, get the shipping info, confirm it, confirm it, confirm it, stay in touch, communicate daily updates, proof of wear, and then wear the item for the full promised time. Seal it the second it is off of your body. Seal that up using vacuum bags or Ziplocks. Use a plain outer mailer and a printed label, and use the buyer's return address or just not your address. Decide if you are comfortable right away with sharing tracking links, and keep really detailed records in your own system, and make sure your buyers know your terms. If you're adding extras, make sure they are wanted, safe, and if you need discretion, practice discretion. This business of selling physical content and used garments can be incredibly profitable, but you do have to treat it like a business. You have to be consistent, be professional, and be cautious. Protect your ass and give your buyers a reason to come back. Because look, anyone can throw on a pair of panties and then pop them in the mail and be done, but not everyone is going to turn that into a repeatable, reliable, profitable system that respects the buyer, the fantasy, and their own boundaries. All right, now go mail that damn sock like it's gold, because in this industry, kinda is. Stay safe, y'all. Stay sane, and go out and flourish.